Oh yeah, we about to go there. You know what I'm saying? This may be an uncomfortable conversation for some of y'all, but that's why I'm Chris Unbiased. You know what I'm saying? I do things other niggas don't do. I push the envelope when it comes to this blog and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'm actually fans of the sport and not fans of ballers. Jealousy comes in many forms, man. It's not always right in front of you. See, it's a lot of people that talk about me in blogs, and sometimes y'all praise these people and y'all be like, oh, Chris, you got to get at these niggas. You got to go at these dudes. You got to go at these dudes. When I see a blog and I look at the time and I be like, wow, you really took 2 hours out of your day to talk about little old Chris Unbiased. I know it's jealousy. And these guys will say, well, how am I jealous? What I got to be jealous of Chris Unbiased for? Why am I jealous of Chris Unbiased? Your 72 blogs about me tell me that you're jealous of Chris Unbiased. I'm not bothering you niggas. I don't really be concerned with you niggas. Your 115 blogs about me for 2 hours long tell me you're jealous. So always remember, jealousy comes in many forms. This may be an uncomfortable conversation for some of y'all, but we about to go there.
U2 is the third and last trip. Welcome. At 814, meet X20.
Yo, what up, man? Chris, somebody checking back in, man. Back with the blog, man. Make sure that like button and subscribe button win. I appreciate all the support. Happy holidays to everybody, man. You know, you'll get this video on Christmas Eve. So if I don't hear from you, talk to you or whatever on Christmas Day, hopefully you'll have a good Christmas, you and your family. And, you know, I appreciate all the support throughout this entire year. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely humble for y'all supporting me. I appreciate that. And many more blogs to come. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Right now, Eazy the Block Captain and Tay Roc. I'm about sick of this situation, bro. I really am. I'm about sick of this situation. Tay Roc is talking trash. He got his opinions about X, Y, and Z, the REM situation, the PAP situation, got his little subliminal tweets or whatever, but he don't want to do the battle. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to make money. He even said it recently. I don't want to make money with this nigga. But this nigga just sat down and did a whole doggone interview. Now, Eazy is not, you know, he's not oblivious to this too. He throws out his little subliminals here, there. Well, at least Eazy is still trying to do the battle. Tay Roc does this interview, bro. I don't know if a lot of y'all seen it. It's kind of on a small channel or whatever, or it's somebody was able to catch up with him that's not real popular in the culture. You know what I'm saying? And he was able to explain the reason for the Eazy beef, like the start of it, like what started the beef. He kind of like was explaining what started the beef. And I'm listening to it and I'm like, this don't make no sense, bro.
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you? I see what I'm saying. I thought that's what I'm saying. That you done fucked up now, you know that, don't you?
Like a lot of what he was saying didn't make any sense at all. I know this is an unpopular opinion and it's probably taboo to say. I actually think there was a point in time in their relationship where he was jealous of Eazy the Block Captain. And I know what a lot of y'all are thinking. Why would Tay Roc be jealous? He gets whatever he wants on URL. You know what I'm saying? He's the man over there. Surf is locked up right now. He's the guy. He can get any battle he wants. He makes just as much money as Eazy doing battles or whatever. He's on the biggest league. He can get any look. Why would he be jealous?
That kind of hurted me though, because it's like, why would you think that of me?
Envy is when you want what someone else has. Nah, that's not Tay Roc. That's not Tay Roc. But jealousy is when you are worried someone is trying to take what you have. That is a part of jealousy. Very important what that says. This is the definition on Google of the difference between envy and jealous. Listen to the jealousy part. Jealousy is when you're worried someone is trying to take what you have. I'm going to let you hear the reason that he said that the beef started between him and Eazy.
Was that Summer Madness?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That was Summer Madness.
Summer Madness out in North Carolina.
Right after that, yeah, right. So now after that, where does the Eazy break? Because before that, he said like the nigga seemed like he couldn't do no fucking wrong.
But even
Like
to
he
the point,
went
all the
from.
way up until the Hitman battle, we're all still cool. Everything is still love.
Got you.
Like Caution really wouldn't know where it happened. I could tell you where it
Okay.
happened. It's like
Yeah,
Okay, my bad.
I could definitely tell you where it happened,
Like-
how it happened, and why it happened. Like I
Got
can
you,
tell you
got
the
you,
whole
got you.
timeline. Like, but if he wants to tell it, he can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
more than welcome
It's
to.
like, shit. I'd say
You want to get in the camera
it's
so they
more.
can see you.
No, it's more so like he was already under contract like with URL, and he started getting a lot of recognition and for wins. Like, so he wanted to start getting more money
Because he was getting recognition.
because he was getting recognition, but he was under contract. So instead of trying to redo your contract or work out a new contract because you are a bigger star, you turn your back on niggas and make it seem like we wasn't. I don't know. Shit kind of weird, but it basically all happened because he didn't like his contract.
A contract that you probably
Gotcha.
shouldn't even sign.
Yeah,
That's your fault for
you
signing the motherfucking
signing a contract ain't got shit to do with gun titles, me, Surf Chest, how we supported you,
Nothing.
and picked you up and put you in the spotlight. Because if we'd have never grabbed your dusty ass and brought you around, niggas wouldn't know who the fuck you was. Period.
Right. So this is where my misunderstanding comes from, because I can understand the animosity if he has any, which I don't understand why he would have any towards Rock, whatever. My problem is, why is it that he always has something for you?
Say about me?
Yes, and is it if
Because
it's just because
everybody
you
in
are
the battle rap culture, I knew him the longest.
and
Okay. If you listen to what he said, this is very, very important, man. He said he was under contract, and instead of renegotiating his contract, he basically kind of like broke the contract, or the contract was the issue between him and URL. If you know URL, you're not really going to be able to negotiate your contract. He signed a 5-year contract with URL when he was basically kind of like not really popping at the time. He had hopped into the Ultimate Madness tournament. They signed him to a deal. He battled Don Marino, Fonz, eventually Cortez, eventually T-Top, eventually Danny Myers. Them Don Marino battles and those Fonz battles were battles where he was basically first getting his feet wet on his 12 battle run. So he didn't really have any leverage. So at the time, you're on the biggest league. They're on caffeine. They're doing their thing. You don't want to battle anywhere else. So he signs a 5-year deal thinking, I don't mind being here for 5 years. It's the biggest league in battle rap. Now, was that a stupid deal to sign? Of course it was a stupid deal. To think that URL is going to rip up a 5-year contract where they have you for 5 years is just not realistic. So it sounds good on the outside to say, hey, just go to URL and get another contract. Like, you don't think these niggas that be under contract be trying to figure out ways to fix their contract, not get under contract, do this or do that? It's not as easy. And Rock is someone that isn't under contract, so he doesn't know how these Ultimate Madness contracts go. So this renegotiate your deal thing is not as easy as it seems. Then he says, oh, well, nobody would have known who you are if we wouldn't have brought your dusty ass around. You only picked Eazy up after he was already popping. He battled Don Marino, Cortez, Fonz, T-Top, Danny Myers. He's getting a buzz at this point, a serious buzz. He battles Rex and then Chess, and then y'all grab him after the Chess battle. That's when he joined Gun Titles, was right after he battled Chess, which is one of the best battles in probably the last 5 years on URL, him and Chess. But he had already beat Rex, who is a legend in battle rap. T-Top was on a nice run. He won that battle. Danny Myers is always a guy that gives you great material, won that battle. Cortez, you know, just the list goes on of battles he won. So the thing is, you only picked him up because he was hot. So when we have these conversations, bro, niggas just gotta stop lying. And this dude, I don't really know who's doing this interview. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? He kind of look like Your Honor, to keep it real with you. But I don't know who's doing this interview, but you have to ask these kind of questions because a lot of what Roc is saying doesn't make sense. So then you ask, well, why do you feel like he's jealous? Because he keeps talking about this contract. This is one of his points. Oh, what a contract, the contract. You signed the contract and then you want to break the contract. When Eazy, and he said that they were cool all the way up to the Hitman battle. So obviously he does the Hitman battle. This is where the jealousy comes in. I'm explaining to you how you can still be on top of the world and jealous of somebody. Jealousy comes in a lot of forms. A lot of fucking forms. You know what I'm saying? So this is how you can be at the top of battle rap echelon and still be jealous. When he battled Hitman Holla, obviously there's a picture of, he was basically at the battle behind Eazy. You know what I'm saying? Chess was there, Bill Collector was there. All these people are top floor loot. All these niggas was on Eazy's side, and eventually he falls out with all these niggas, except maybe Bill or whatever, but he falls out with all these niggas. Everything that happened after he took that battle was URL basically trying to block the battle. It didn't happen. And then he tried to do his event, and then they blocked the Swamp and the Danny and all. They took URL niggas off the card. So he's now he has this tension with URL over this contract thing. And I'm going to be real with you. There was a time when Eazy had battle rap at the palm of his hand. He had all the support because he had just beat Hitman. He had created this league where he was doing events, and people were mad that these battle rappers were not really standing up and battling on trenches. Like, oh, Danny Myers, how could you come off? Prep, how could you come off? Holmesy the God, Swamp, all these people came off the card. There was a lot of backlash. Add to the fact Verb is burning URL down in spaces. There was a lot of like people gravitating towards Eazy during that time. This is how he became the algorithm bull and all this. So there was a lot of people gravitating towards Eazy. Eazy for a short but kind of long period of about 6 months until he finally like ran into Geechee Gotti and stuff like that and lost the battle. For a while, when we were, people was acting like they didn't know what was up with the Pat Punch and all this kind of stuff. For a while, Eazy had so much support. So much support. Everybody loved him. Put a diss track out, it'd go crazy. Put whatever out. Like, they loved him. He'd do a video. He's interviewing all the bloggers from Cola to everybody. People going on the channel talking to him. And he had a lot of support even from bloggers and media. That's why I be talking about the Harlem Legend relationship, the Choir relationship, all this kind of stuff, the Caps and all them. He had a lot of support from bloggers as well. And everybody's getting on URL. Let's go back to this definition. Envy versus jealousy. Envy is when you want what someone else has. That wasn't Roc. But jealousy is when you're worried someone is trying to take what you have. Jealousy is when you are worried someone is trying to take what you have. For a while, even though URL wasn't going to crumble and fall by the wayside and none of that stuff, Eazy created, with everybody supporting him, he had got like kind of so powerful that niggas was literally turning on URL for this nigga. They do an event in 2023, it was ass. They do Gnome Impact, it's ass. They do a card, it's ass. This battle coming up is ass. Everybody was talking about Eazy this, Eazy that. Eazy got the Geechee battle, he got the this battle, that battle. And everybody was saying how bad URL was doing, but they really, as much as they didn't like the contracts and they didn't like, the Norb situation and they didn't like the ARP and RBE's lawsuit situation, Eazy was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. Like, okay, now we're really getting tired of you. You know what I'm saying? We really like Eazy. He's not on URL no more. And we don't like the way you're treating him. And for the first time in a while, URL was looked at as this whack-ass league. For the first time in 2023, it was looked at as this whack-ass league. Oh, we don't really like URL. URL is one of the worst leagues in battle rap. I just wish RBE would take over. URL this, URL that is trash. You got Verb burning them down, and you got Eazy being kind of on top of battle rap. When all of that stuff happened, jealousy is when you're worried someone's trying to take what you have. Roc always says, I am URL. For a brief period, Eazy was snatching URL's power to some degree. He really was. He had a little help. He had Verb, which was working. As much as I don't really be giving a damn about Verb, he had a strong hold on his URL hate in 2023. Add all that up, and a lot of we could look at Verb and be like, okay, you know, Verb can be off his rocker sometimes. The Eazy thing just looked like pure hate. Like, damn, you don't even want to let nigga get no money. You don't about a hitman and get no money. Like, y'all niggas on some different kind of hate. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. And I think, in my personal opinion, I think Tay Roc saw that as his company losing power. Tay Roc is very loyal to URL, man. It probably hurt to see what his company had to deal with in 2023. And do I feel like it was fair? No, I still like what URL did in 2023. I don't feel like they're as terrible as people could. But I was a small voice trying to speak up for some of these URL events. A lot of people during that time just did not like the way URL pulled people off of trenches. That trenches event where y'all burnt down Danny Myers and burnt down all these ballers and like, oh, y'all don't want Eazy to get money and y'all don't want Eazy to do this. For the first time, I had never seen really someone have the power Eazy had in this culture, except a nigga like Surf and maybe a couple other people throughout time. The way people gravitated to him, it was literally, swear to God, bro, it was literally niggas posting that they are unsubscribing to the URL app due to the way they treated Eazy. They're literally posting a screenshot of the cancel now button. Like, we're canceling this ish because of the way you treated Eazy. Until Eazy's back on URL, I'm not coming back to the app. I've never seen nobody doing this shit for nobody else. I'm a blogger. I used to put blogs out. I used to see the E-Hive going crazy in the comments for any kind of Eazy hate. I used to see everything people say in this culture. I see it all as a blogger. It's sent to my phone and all this kind of stuff. When I tell you the kind of hold he had when before that PAP stuff really hit the roof and everything, before then, he had a strong hold on this culture. Tay Roc saw that. Tay Roc saw that. And just based on this interview lets me know that Tay Roc probably thought, I just plucked this nigga out of nowhere, brought him the gun titles, he got popping, and look at him now. It probably hurt him to see that people wasn't rocking with URL just due to Eazy. And that's how the jealousy forms. See, he ain't jealous like, oh, that nigga better than me, I can't fuck with him. He ain't that kind of jealous. He's jealous of his power within the battle rap culture, and he probably felt like I helped create the power. I made him a part of gun titles, and that boosted his power more. Like, I did this, and now he's like got a little too big for his britches kind of thing, and that's where the jealousy comes in. So yeah, I definitely feel that way because Eazy had a lot of power in this culture, and his power was stripping from URL. No matter how you want to slice it, I've never seen niggas posting they unsubscribing to the app because of one baller. There's literally screenshots that was sent to my phone in 2023 of people saying, fuck the app, I'm leaving the app until Eazy's back on the app. I'm not rocking with the app, this, and this, tagging URL. I saw it, bro. I saw it. So as Norb's lawsuit was forming, ARP's 12-part series, Verb Spaces, like, we already knew about that stuff. We knew URL and Norbs had an issue. We knew ARP and URL had an issue. Okay, yeah, Eazy is Eazy. You know what I'm saying? Cocaine Eazy is Cocaine Eazy. But no, we actually liked Eazy when he was on URL. It's like, damn, y'all did Eazy like that too. Y'all don't want him to get 30, 40, $50,000 on battling Hitman. We can't understand why URL even got a problem with the Hitman battle. So now it became like, okay, we might can understand the other reasons. ARP is competition, cocaine, Eazy is on cocaine, and Norbs just might have just done a little too much, you know, talking too much or whatever. What did Eazy do? Just take a battle? Just take a battle off URL that y'all couldn't book? Eazy kind of represented something that the culture couldn't even understand why y'all wasn't rocking with the Eazy stuff. And people just started rocking with URL to some degree. URL took some major dents in 2023, bro, that they're still recovering from. Major, y'all wouldn't let URL try nothing new. Oh, Gnome Impact? No, we not fucking with no Gnome Impact. URL couldn't put a nigga on the stage as hot as Eazy during that time, and that hurt. Booking Ace Amin and all these, they couldn't put a nigga on that stage. So that hurt a lot. So if you can't go to URL to watch Eazy and then RBE is blowing up doing max out threes and stuff like that, that strips URL of their power. If I'm Tay Roc and I love Smack, I love Beasley, I love Chico, they changed my life. Somehow I don't like this nigga because he affecting my niggas. And that's how the jealousy brews. It's not your typical jealousy, bro. It's not the, oh, I don't know if I can beat this nigga in a battle. Oh, I saw him trying to fuck on Lady Caution. Oh, this nigga trying to holler at my girl. Like, oh, this nigga drives a better whip than me. It's not the typical jealousy you see. Like, oh, this nigga got on a Gucci outfit and I got on a regular outfit. It's not that kind of jealousy. It's, no. You really putting a dent in URL's persona right now. And I don't like it.
Chris, bias. Man, subscribe to the channel, man. Don't be a hater your whole life. Chris, bias.